Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to our session on Safari for those of you using iOS. Okay, so today we have a little bit of a different group. So we actually have volunteers from Youth Central. I don't know if you guys want to introduce yourselves or not, but do you guys want to, or you guys
Well,
want to know
probably
who's
we
from
know
Youth
each
Central and
other
who's not?
already. No.
No? Okay. Okay, well, I think you know because I think you already know because Allison and I are from the MPC we're volunteering with the MPC Foundation, and the rest of the new faces you see are from Youth Central. So they'll be helping you on the one-on-one Q&A sessions. So you'll get familiar with them over time. So we'll just skip the introductions for today then.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it the one-on-one is still with you two?
Oh, no. So starting from today, the one-on-one is actually like a actual one-on-one. So you'll actually get one volunteer just for yourself to ask all the questions that you want. Yay!
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. Oh, that's one
just like
piece of
last
good
time.
news. Okay, so let's get started. So today we're going to be talking about Safari, which is the web browser from Apple. So the Safari icon looks like this. It looks like a compass. Well, it is a compass, and you'll be able to find it on your iPad, your iPhone, as well as your Mac desktop if you have one. And so if you guys maybe just want to follow along, that's completely fine too. Or if you just want to watch, that's fine as well. So when you go and click into this icon, you'll be able to begin searching or entering a website name by tapping on the top here. And then it'll bring up a keyboard, and then you'll be able to type whatever you want to search. I bet you guys all already know this. So this is just a refresher.
Yep.
Yeah. And so as kind of practice, I guess, maybe if you guys want to try searching for MPC Foundation, you guys could try doing that right now. But the key point here on this slide is the fact that you can actually autofill. So what autofill is you can start typing whatever you want to search for, and suggestions that are found by Safari will come up below. And then even though you haven't filled out everything, so they'll come up with suggestions that kind of fit as close to the thing that you're searching for. Yeah, they'll come up with suggestions that fit closely to that. And instead of typing everything, you can actually press this diagonal arrow on the right side here to autofill, which means that once you click this button here, it'll automatically fill whatever you clicked for into the search bar. So you don't have to type each letter out. So as you can see, even though they only typed in MPC Foundation, they clicked autofill for MPC Foundation Calgary, and it automatically filled it into the search bar for them. And then once you fill that in, you can press go, and then your search results will come up. Okay. And then there are a few kind of buttons, I guess, that you can use with Safari. So one is the refresh button, which is on the right top corner where the URL is. So what this does is if you press it, it just updates your web page to the most recent version. So say you just say something updated on the website and it didn't show up because you're still on the previous version, then you can press this refresh button, and then it'll just update your web page to the most recent version of the web page. And then on the bottom, you guys probably already know, this is the back button, and then this arrow pointing to the right is the go to the next page button. Yeah. And another thing that you can use is the recently opened tabs function. So how you can access that is you can press on this button on the bottom right corner, and it looks like two squares overlapped with each other. And what it essentially does is it takes you to this page where it shows you all the tabs that you have open. So maybe you're searching for the MPC Foundation on on this page, but then you kind of find maybe a word that you don't know. So you might want to open a new tab because you don't want to leave the MPC Foundation page, and instead open a new tab and then search up the word that you don't know. That way you have access to both the MPC Foundation page as well as the new page where you searched up the new word. So you don't have to close a window even if you want to do something else. And so once you go into the recently open tabs page, you can close an open tab by clicking on the X over here, or you can also swipe to the left to close like tabs one at a time. So the X and swiping left have the same function. And you can also open a new tab by pressing the plus button on the bottom center here, and that'll just bring up a new page for you. Any questions so far? I know I kind of went through it pretty quickly, but any questions?
I actually once in a while when I go in something and then I see a whole bunch of like this, right? And then but it's gone so fast. So I've been trying to look for it. I didn't know where to press. I'm so glad that you mentioned about this today. So now I got tons of it inside. So is it harm that if I didn't delete it? Because it's too many. I've been while you're talking, I've been deleting and still have to delete.
Do you
So-
mean the tabs, like these tabs? Yeah, so I think there's a limit on how many tabs you can have open. Like you can have like a whole bunch open, but it gets to a stage where Apple will be like, hey, like you might need to close a few tabs. But I think one of the main downsides of having too many is just the fact that you can't find the page that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, if you have time, maybe just like, clear up your recently.
Yeah, I've been clearing up now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a good way to
See, it's always something to learn.
yeah,
It's so good.
exactly. Yeah. No, I'm glad that you have time to clear up your tabs now.
And actually you can there's a like setting that you can close tabs automatically, like after 1 day, after 1 week, and after 1 month. So you can set.
So you go to setting and
settings,
where to
yeah.
go. When you press setting, where to go to clear
Search Safari on the search tab.
Safari. Oh, I see. Okay.
You
And
search
when you go in and then you just search Safari. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
and if you scroll down, okay, yeah, we'll answer we can answer the questions after. So
Yeah, when I go
do we
setting
continue
and
then?
go to Safari and then it just come out with all the iCloud application. I mean, clear
then,
the tab.
I can help you with that later then, because
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
it's on time.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, whoever you're with, Angela, maybe they can like kind of guide you through that, because I think that's a good thing to learn too, because it can be hard to get always constantly close it, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, no, I agree. Okay, no other questions then? Okay,
No.
if not, I'll just move on to the next. Allison? Yeah.
So if you want to share a page that if you want to share the page with your friends because it has really good information, you can click the middle button on the bottom tab, and you will have the sharing options like airdrop, message, mail, notes, sometimes Instagram DM or post it onto it, or you can copy the URL of the website, and in that way you can also share the URL of the website. Next page. So you can also find on the page. So if you have a certain word that you want to find on the website, you can again click the middle button on the bottom tab, and there's a option called Find on Page. It looks like that on the slide. So if you click that, you can search the certain words that you want to find on the page, and in that way you can find that word, and it's really useful to use it. So yeah, next page. And adding to favorites, if you have some websites that you frequently visit, you may want to have that websites more like easier to find next time. So you can add that website onto your favorite. Again, it's the middle button again. It has a lot of features. So if you click that middle button, you'll have add to favorites options under copy, add to reading lists, and bookmark. And you can add that websites to favorites, and you can also name them in the URL. So favorites are a type of bookmark. So if you set a website as favorite, you have that website if you on your home screen of the Safari.
Oh, how do you do that?
Oh, not the home screen, but like first page of Safari.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you still have the way to
add to-
have your website on the home screen. I don't think it's introduced here, but I can teach you later in the question
Oh,
session.
okay.
If you want.
Okay.
Or other person, because yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And next page. Oh, it's already the next page. Adding bookmarks. So it's the middle button on the bottom tab again. So you have add bookmark option. If you click it, the icon looks like a book, so it's easy to recognize because it's bookmark. And so if you add, so you can add it to bookmark. You can also edit the title like you did on favorite. So, and for bookmark, which bookmark has a feature that distinguishes from favorites, which is creating folder and separate the URLs according to their features. So you can create folders and classify the URLs. So you can, by clicking save, you can save the bookmarks and find the websites next time. Next slide. Viewing and deleting bookmarks. So to view and delete bookmarks, the button you have to select this time is different. So it's the book icon right next to the middle button on the bottom tab. So if you click that book icon, you'll have all the bookmarks that you have, and you can click edit, and you can press edit to organize and delete your bookmarks. You can also view your favorites, and you can swipe down to search the bookmarks. And you can also delete the bookmarks if you do not want them anymore. Or you can also swipe left to delete, which is easier. And you can make a new folder to organize your new bookmarks, as I said before. So yeah. Any questions so far? Did I
Question.
Yep.
We can add bookmark. After we add bookmark, where can we find or to view the bookmark? Okay, I see. Where do you find the bookmark shape on the view the bookmark?
Oh, it's
on Safari, right?
Yeah, it's on Safari, not the Chrome.
Yeah, but I did not on Public. I have the copy. Oh, the plus sign. Mine is a plus sign, I think. Didn't see anything. It's called favorites. Oh, it's called favorites. So you see your bookmark in favorites. Okay. All
So
right.
yeah, so favorites
Mm.
is type of bookmark
Bookmark. Okay, thank you.
in it. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then that means if I have the bookmark, I don't have to have it open all the time.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can always go to that bookmark easily while you are on the other website.
Okay, I'm going to add bookmarks now.
But when I open bookmark,
Mhm.
how come I don't have the screen like yours on the top? Did you see my? Yeah, I don't have all these the bookmark two sides and add and whatever. When I open bookmark, it's like this. Did you see my screen?
Wait,
Did you see my screen?
can you move it to the center? Like, is it like? Oh, wait, more. I cannot
More?
see this thing. Oh wait, because you are adding the bookmark, not going to the bookmark site.
So
To go to
but
the bookmark.
yeah. So this is
Mm.
bookmark, right?
Oh yeah,
So
but
add
you're
all.
adding into it. So if you want to go to the bookmark page, you have to click the book icon next to the middle button. So
Add bookmark. This is all add. Oh, so where do the one that actually bookmark?
I'll quickly show you then. Can you see my screen?
Uh,
Can you see my screen right now?
your phone is horizontal.
Is it?
Yeah, your
maybe-
phone is. How come your phone is horizontal? Okay, vertical
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
So this is the button that I'm talking about, the bookmark button. Do you see this button on your screen as well? This one. It looks like a book right next to the.
You mean
the
in
book.
Safari?
Yeah, on
So
Safari.
I got this.
So you click
but
that
then it said
and
add bookmark. It's still saying add bookmark.
oh maybe we can talk about it later.
Yeah,
Then.
afterwards. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
today we're separating the session, so it might
Okay.
take a long time. Yeah. Cool. You can continue.
Okay, so now we're gonna be talking about viewing and deleting history. So in your history, you can actually see the searches and the websites that you've made or visited recently. So how you access your history is you actually go into the same place you went in for your bookmarks. So you press this bottom book icon on the bottom, and then it'll take you to the same page. However, in order to access history, out of these three icons on the top here, you have to press on the clock icon on the far right. So this stands for history, and when you click this, it'll give you a list of websites or searches that you've made in the past. You can also delete your history if you just don't want it to be left, I guess.
Question. I'm actually on an iPad, and probably this is only on iPhone because I do not see the clock. Maybe it's a different model.
Okay, let me just double check.
I don't see history. I can only see the bookmark is actually we call it favorite, so maybe it's a different model, and if that's the case, then I just shut my mouth.
No. No, you actually even iPads do have history.
Where do you find it then?
So were you able to find the book icon?
No, I only have the book icon. Okay.
Yeah. So on the iPad, I realized I didn't mention this, but on the iPad, the book icon is actually on the top left-hand corner.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Yeah, and then once you click that, you'll be able to see similar to what's on the screen.
It's called favorite.
Yeah, and then so it'll probably take you to bookmarks, right?
That's the favorite, yes.
Yeah, and then
it doesn't say bookmark, it says favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't have history.
Does it take you to? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Does it
Yours
take you?
is it's a iPad.
Yeah. So do you
Mhm.
see how just on the left hand, it takes you to this kind of?
No, when I do the book. Oh, yeah. I got
Okay.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
got
got it?
history. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, you got it. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. No
Mm.
worries. Yeah. No, the iPad can be a little bit different. So like
Mm.
whenever you think something's different, like just ask for clarification because
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if everybody's okay with this, yeah, you can actually clear your history as well. And once you press clear, you can actually choose kind of how much you
Swipe.
want to delete.
Swipe left.
Yeah,
To
you can
delete
swipe
history.
left to delete as well. So if you
Didn't
want to
see
delete
anything. Swipe left, nothing.
nothing,
It doesn't move.
let's see. Did you swipe left by press?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Dumped this morning. Probably didn't sleep well last night.
Oh, no worries. We all have
No,
those days.
only no.
Sometimes
I'm
just nothing
joking.
seems to work, right?
It's only an excuse.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so if you want to delete one at a time, you can swipe left to delete. But if you want to actually delete more than one at a time, like specifically from a certain time, such as the last hour, or all of today, or all of today and yesterday, or all of your history, then you can, when you press clear, you can actually choose the times from which you want to delete. And
Lydia,
yeah.
if I didn't delete it all this time, would it be occupy a lot of space?
No, it won't occupy lots of space, but it might be saving like cookies and stuff and data, which like say you like logged in to something, usually the browser saves some of that information, even if you like log out and stuff. So like it's fine if it's your like personal thing, like your personal iPad or your phone, but like sometimes you don't really want to save your some of your email information or something when you log into a public computer, right? So in those cases, you might want to delete it or something like that.
Yeah, it's no point to leave it there anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Right? But if it's your personal thing, like it usually doesn't matter. It might actually be better for you because then, like if it's your personal thing, you usually probably go to the same websites a lot, right? And then your phone will remember, and then it'll take you to that website.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Suggestion right away, which is really nice.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Angela, you actually brought up a really good point because we're actually going to be talking about the private browsing next, which is when you're in private browsing mode. Your search and web page history will not be saved. So it won't come up in your history page when you're in private browsing mode. So how you get into private browsing mode is you press into the recently opened tabs button on the bottom right corner. And then once you get to this page, there's gonna be something that says private. And when you press private, it'll take you to a separate page where it says private browsing mode. And it says like Safari won't remember the pages you visited, your search history, or your autofill information, even after you close a tab in private browsing mode. So you can actually tell the difference between whether you're in private browsing mode or just in normal mode when you open a new tab. So on the left here is a new tab, but this is just in your normal browsing mode. So your search history will be saved, and if you have autofill information saved on your phone, your browser will be able to access that and fill it in if needed. However, if you're in private browsing mode, it'll show up as a black box on the top here, and it'll just remind you what private browsing mode is. And yeah, it's just a difference of whether your history will be saved or not. But it's pretty similar, but you'll still be able to tell which mode you're in.
So why are we using private mode?
Yeah, so private browsing mode, you might want to use it if, say, you like one reason is some people just don't like their like history being saved on their phones. Another reason is maybe you're on like this is not on like a phone, but like if you're on a public computer, like the public library
Yeah.
or just like a sharing computer,
Mm.
you might want to use private browsing mode instead, just so your information that you entered isn't like saved and like, you know, just in case it gets like.
So I missed it. Where can you find the private tab?
Right. Are you on your iPad, Elaine, right now?
Yeah, I'm on my iPad. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So on your iPad, this double this recently
double thing. Okay, the double
yeah,
thing. Okay,
on the
all
right top corner.
Yeah, I saw private and then press private.
Yeah, exactly.
Private browsing mode. So very when we remember the page you visited. Okay, it's
Yeah.
nothing there. So okay.
And like if there's nothing there, you can add a tab like with the plus sign. And then
Yes.
it'll bring you to one of the private browsing mode tabs.
Okay, it's all black now.
Yeah. So private browsing mode is like a black version because it's like
yeah. So
like
all my
version.
tabs now is under the private browsing mode.
Yeah, exactly. But
Okay.
like the tabs you had open before in your regular browsing mode will still be open when you go back, when you like leave private browsing mode.
Okay, how do you leave private? Just press
private
the plus sign again, or just go out?
You press the private button again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in your recently browsed tab.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Were you able to leave the private mode?
Mm.
Okay, perfect.
Allison.
Yeah, me?
If you don't clear your history,
Mm-hmm.
it will just be there, or it will delete it by itself sometime.
It will delete themselves by some time. I think it's 1 month. I think you can set that time actually on your settings.
I think so as well.
Yeah, I think it deletes automatically after 1 month or 1 week. I'm not sure about the certain duration, but yeah.
Sorry, I want to ask you, what is the purpose to have the private mode?
Yeah, so private mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, private mode is like one reason you might do it is like if you're on a public kind of shared computer or something like that, or iPad. Since like a whole bunch of people are using it, you might not want your own like private history or stuff you visited.
Like you are holding your phone yourself, right?
Yeah, so in your phone,
if you're not sharing your phone with anyone else, you don't need this, right?
Well, yeah, you don't like, usually people who just use it on like their own phones, they don't usually use it because like everything's saved. But like if you
I just want to pop in. Usually if you when you go out and you're using a public Wi-Fi, let's say, then you're actually like the owner of the public Wi-Fi actually have access into whatever like you searched.
Okay.
Whatever you looked at. So if you do the private tab, then it wouldn't be a problem, or they won't be able to see it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So same as if let's say someone came to your house and then they're using your Wi-Fi. So technically you can see what they have been searching up for, or what they what are the sites that they were on, if you like going to dig it in. But then if they use the private tab, then you won't be able to do it. So it's just a safety that if you're using public Wi-Fi, then probably it's a good idea to use it, so you don't like your information wouldn't show on other people.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point. Yeah, that's really true. Yeah. So even when you're on your phone, you might want to use it because if you're using public Wi-Fi. or somebody else's
Yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
So if you're using some other phone or some other area, you have to go in the private room before you start using the computer. Does it mean that?
Like
Private.
you don't
Yeah.
always
You
have
said that
to.
if you said that if you using some other purpose things, then you have to. It's better to use the private.
Yeah, like you don't have to, especially if you like trust the computer or something, like trust the person who owns
Yeah,
it. But
yeah,
like,
but
yeah, like if it's
but when you use it, do you have to press it to go to that area before you use it?
yeah, it doesn't automatically like pop up. You have to navigate to it
Go
separately.
navigate first.
Yeah. So
okay.
like if it's like on an iPad or something, just do what we showed you and
Yeah, go to Safari and press private before you start using it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. So now if there are no more general questions, we'll be doing breakout rooms. So we have